Okay. 6.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Homestead. It is an absolutely beautiful day, but we're not outside enjoying the day. We're inside here in the kitchen with my beautiful wife. It's a much better view anyways. We're actually here and we're gonna make one of my favorite recipes that we discovered probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah, we're gonna make strawberry jam, but we're not just gonna make any strawberry jam, we're going to make strawberry balsamic jam. It is probably the best stuff we have ever spread on biscuits or toast or anything.
So where did you find this recipe?
I got this recipe from a book that we ordered, the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. I ordered it because it's not just a book of recipes for preserving food, but it's also all the safe methods and ways to do it from a really trusted source.
This was an amazing find in this book. I'll leave a link where you can find this book on Amazon.
For today, we're gonna make the strawberry balsamic jam. We're gonna walk you through all the steps it takes to make the jam and then can it and preserve it.
And hopefully it'll be successful.
Hope so. We have our strawberries. This is 5 cups of strawberries that we had to wash and hull and then mash them up. We just mashed them with a potato masher. Also need 7 cups of sugar, and it's pre-measured because you got to add it all at one time, so you don't want to be measuring. I have ball fruit pectin, so this is not a long cook recipe, it's a short cook, so we need pectin to make sure it gels up, but it works really good. And then lemon juice and our secret ingredient, balsamic vinegar. It doesn't have like a vinegary flavor at all. It just makes the strawberry, it tastes like strawberry jam, but
more like strawberry jam.
But better.
We also have our 8-ounce jelly jars that we're going to be filling the rings for them, but we've been having a hard time finding lids. A company on Amazon reached out to me and asked if they could send me some lids and I could do a little review. So we actually have a whole bunch of lids. They sent me 148 lids, and these things are cheap. I don't know how well they're gonna work. I guess we'll find out. I read some mixed reviews. I'll leave a link down in the description to those canning lids. I think they were like 18 bucks total on Amazon.
So you could save some money if they work well, but if they don't?
If they don't, we will let you know. So let's get started. What's the first thing that we gotta do?
Start floating in a second if we're not careful.
Do I need to put the can lids in the soapy water?
Yeah.
And how many lids do we need?
8.
While we're waiting on that to heat up, look what just came in the mail. Do you know what this is? I know what this is. It's a box.
Yay!
Know what it is yet?
I don't know, but it's nice. Nicely packaged.
It is nicely packaged. I don't know which side is up. I guess maybe this side is up.
Oh! Ooh! Looks like a blow dryer.
It does look like a blow dryer, but it's not. This is one of those impact massage thingy-majiggers. I ordered this one. We'll see how it does.
This is crazy.
Ooh, it lights up. Let me, is that how it goes in?
Well, there's instructions.
Yeah, it seems like
Look,
it just...
operating instructions.
Power device on. I already did that. See, I'm already ahead of the game.
Fully insert applicator by pressing in with unit off. Or it has the 1 button with 3 levels. Oh! that was surprising. Oh, my brain is shaking. Here, let's swap.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a, oh, that's, yeah, right, okay. All right, enough fun stuff.
Ready to make jam?
I'm ready to make jam. So while this is heating up, it's just about ready. So we're gonna go ahead and make the actual jam part of things.
Strawberries.
You just want me to dump it in the pot?
Well, carefully, I don't want it to splash or splatter.
Okay.
And then before we start cooking it, we're going to add the lemon juice. Yeah, you can put that in the sink. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice because we're gonna add the balsamic as well, so you don't need too much. You don't want to double up on the acid. And 3 tablespoons of the balsamic vinegar. And then we're gonna whisk in the pectin before we start cooking it. So we need 6 tablespoons.
You want me to whisk it?
And then to try and reduce the foaming, we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of butter. And we're gonna add that before we cook. Sometimes when fruit cooks, it releases air and it creates foaming on the top, but our ball book that we ordered off of Amazon gave us a great tip that if you add a 1/2 teaspoon of butter before you start cooking it, that it can really help reduce that foaming so you're not spending a lot of time skimming all of that off the top before you can it. Okay?
Okay.
Now we bring to a full rolling boil over high heat. High. You did something bad. I want this cooked into jam and not stuck on the whisk.
Maybe you should have mashed it up better.
Maybe I won't give you any of this strawberry balsamic jam. It stopped simmering. Did you turn it down?
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn it down. It's supposed to simmer.
Oh, we didn't want it boiling.
This is boiling. I think now we're ready to add the sugar. All of a sudden our pot is a lot more full here. All right, read me what it says after the sugar's added.
Boil hard. Stir constantly for 1 minute. Remove from heat and use large slotted metal spoon. Skim off foam.
There's a big argument on one of my food preserving Facebook pages
Yeah.
about the difference between jam and jelly.
Well, it must be jam because jelly don't jiggle like that.
What? Do you know the difference between jam and jelly?
I think jelly's made with more just juice, isn't it?
Jelly is just juice. It's fruit juice only. And jam is made from whole fruit. Okay. And there is no foam to skim off. You can try them. Move that for me. All right, we're gonna do 1 jar at a time.
Okay. So reach in.
Reach in,
Dump out the jar.
this, dump the water out and back into there and put the jar here. We'll take care of that one jar before we move on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
So there's no need to dry it. And we're gonna have to leave a 1/4 of an inch of headspace. Are you okay?
Yep.
Rubber spatula, slide it around the edges.
What?
Ready to find out if these lids are going to do the trick. Okay, give me another jar. We'll move a little faster this time. So what we just did is we took the hot jars out of the canner and we put them over on this towel, and we added our hot jam into the hot jars so that everything would be temperature consistent. We slid a non-metallic utensil around the edges to pop any air bubbles so that the headspace would be adjusted correctly. We left a 1/4 of an inch of headspace in the top of our jars. We put our questionable lids on top of each jar while they were still warm, and then we screwed each of the bands down finger tight. Now we're going to place these back into our canner and bring the canner water to a rolling boil and process those for 20 minutes.
So this jam recipe makes 8 of these small 8-ounce jelly jars, and we've got a little bit of jam left over in the pot. So instead of canning that, what we're going to do is just put that into another jar, and we'll just stick it in the fridge, and it will be ready to use.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've got all the jars in the canner processing. They're at a rolling boil, and we should keep them in there for about 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes, we'll pull them all out and we'll set them off to the side on the counter to air cool.
Last time that we made this jam, it only took maybe a few seconds to a couple of minutes at best for all of the lids to seal. You could hear that pop sound.
So that's what we're listening for. We're listening for that little pop sound of the can being sucked in, and basically all of the air in there has been heated and cooled and condensed. If they don't pop, we may have to kind of start back from scratch and find other lids.
Awfully late in the day for that.
It is kind of late in the day. So hopefully we'll hear a pop and everything will be good, and we'll be able to go ahead and get these processed, but it should only take a few seconds. So you want to take that lid off, and I'll grab some cans. Ooh.
Oh.
That was real quick.
I'd say that was probably all of them. With my ball lids, it took, most of them were sitting over here before we heard those pops. So I guess that's a really good sign. That was instant.
It does make sense. These things felt a lot thinner, so it would take less pressure for them to actually make that seal.
So we can check back in on them a little later just to see how they are after setting. Okay. Every one of them is in that sealed position.
All right, so we've got all the cans out of the processor, the canner, and everything seemed to have sealed properly. So we're going to give it about 12 hours or so just to set and make sure that that seal is good and tight and that nothing's gonna go wonky with it before we kind of store them and put them away. So we'll check back in the morning. We'll have some breakfast. How about that?
Oh, maybe.
All right, friends, it's the next morning. I think that they've all sealed and are good. So all of our jars, the rings are nice and loose. The top has depressed in just a little bit, that little popping sound, and they're all on there good and tight. So I think we got a seal. So now these are ready to be put up and stored. How long will those last in the jars?
Oh, like a day and a half?
If nobody ate them.
As soon as the kids get home, they're gonna... You're only supposed to keep it, I think, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it'll last 50 years in this jar. We'll be eating balsamic strawberry jam for the rest of our lives.
This is bad advice.
The jars have sealed, the lids are good, but the real question is, how does it taste? So you want me to just crack one of these open?
No!
No?
No! We have a refrigerator jar.
Okay, I'll go get that one. Found it. Yeah. It smells yummy.
It is yummy.
You wanna try it?
You can't just...
What do you want?
This is...
You want me to make some toast, put it on it or something? There, that's perfect toast.
You are a barbarian.
Proper way to butter your toast. Butter one piece of toast, put the slab of butter on it so that it melts while you get the butter for the other slab of toast. After this one's melted, you can appropriately spread it. That way you don't destroy your piece of toast. There's strategy. Learned that from J Mac.
That's a lot of wisdom there.
The appropriate way to butter your toast.
Imparting. This is going to be one of those great videos. People are going to be like,
Yeah.
this guy has the secret to toast and butter.
It's amazing. Look at that. Jammy jam.
Oh, that's a lot of jam.
All right. Then you jam it.
You like more jam than you like toast. It's my favorite.
That's good jam.
It's really good.
That's really good jam.
Yeah. So,
So,
a success.
I would call it a success. A raving success. That was really good. Good job, honey. High five. All right, friends. Well, we've successfully canned some balsamic strawberry jam. We'll put links in the description for where you can get this book. And I'll leave a link to these lids. They're really inexpensive. You get a whole bunch of them, like 148 for, I think it was 18 bucks after tax. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, thought it was informative or at least entertaining, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, consider subscribing, see more of what we have going on here on the homestead. The homestead, she makes me do air quotes. It's a homestead in progress.
I think you need, never mind.
All right. Where was I? Yeah, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Bye. Say goodbye. Bye-bye.